today we're going to be making tiffin. This is nice and easy. The only hard part is not being tempted by it while it's cooling down in the fridge. So the first thing I've got is a little tray with some baking paper in the bottom so it doesn't stick, and I have a saucepan here. So we're going to put some ingredients in here first and we're going to melt them on the hob. So what we need is 150 grams of butter. And to that we're going to add 6 teaspoons of cocoa powder. You'll need 3 tablespoons of caster sugar. And the last thing into this pan will be 3 tablespoons of golden syrup. Okay, so what we're going to do is pop that on the hob, just nice and low so that can all melt together. Okay, so that will all melt there, so make sure to keep an eye on that, stir that every now and then, and while that's melting we're going to prepare our biscuits. Now I've got digestive biscuits and we're going to need 225 grams. So with these biscuits we're going to need to crush them. So you can either get a separate bowl and just break them apart with your fingers, or the easiest way to do it is pop them in a clear bag. I'm just going to do half at a time because there's quite a few to fit in there. Pop a tea towel down. You can wrap your biscuits inside and get a rolling pin and just hit on the top gently. You can use the end to break it up. If you had a peek in there, you can see they're starting to crumble already. You don't want them too fine. And also remember to keep an eye on your pan. That's melting nicely. I can pop those into a bowl. I might break the second half up with my hands just to show you it can be done. Butter is almost melted in there. So that's all melted, so I'm just going to turn the heat off while I finish off breaking the last of my biscuits up. So you can see they're all broken up nicely. There's some larger bits and some smaller bits in there. They can all be now poured into your mixture in the saucepan. And I'm also going to add roughly a handful of raisins. Give that a good stir. see any larger bits of biscuits, now's the time just to crush them. So you can see that's all been coated nicely there. Now this can be poured into our tray. And you want to spread that out and push it down nice and tight with the back of your spoon. So we can put that aside just to cool, and what we're going to do next is melt our chocolate to coat the top. So we've got a mixture of milk and dark chocolate. You're going to need about 110 grams of each, so you can break that up and pop that into a bowl. So there's your chocolate all broken up. So to melt this you can put it in the microwave, but you want to make sure not to burn it. So just pop it in for 20 seconds, take it out, give it a stir and pop it in for another 20 seconds and continue to do that until it's completely melted. Once that's melted, I am also going to melt in a separate bowl a tiny bit of white chocolate just to do a bit of decoration on the top. Alright, so I now have both of my chocolates melted, the milk and the dark chocolate together and a little bit of white separately. And the first thing we're going to do is pour this milk chocolate all over the top of the biscuit base that we've made. can use the back of your spoon to spread that out so it covers all of that. That is completely coated in chocolate, and I've just got some white chocolate that I've melted. I was just going to drizzle over the top so it would make a nice pattern. As you can see there, it's got a nice coating. So what you want to do, because I can feel on the base there, it's still quite warm from where we've heated up all those ingredients in the pan. So you want to leave that on the side until it gets to room temperature and then pop it in the fridge. That will chill that nicely so you can eat it almost like a biscuit. And that's going to take about 2 hours. So this is the hard part, being nice and patient, but I promise you it is worth it.